Welcome, curious minds. So, today we're diving deep into something a bit different, actually. We've got our hands on the script from Yanqing Node
Oh,
News.
yes.
Yeah, it's like a peek into this super condensed, almost futuristic AI news broadcast. Really punchy headlines.
Right. Very quick hits. Yeah.
Exactly. And our mission today is to unpack these, extract the important bits and connect the dots, figure out what these developments really mean for you and, well, the whole world of AI. Okay, let's get into it.
Indeed. And these headlines, even though they're brief, they really touch on some pivotal trends in AI right now.
Hmm.
We need to look beyond the surface, understand the broader implications.
Mm.
How do these rapid changes translate into, actual shifts in industry, the economy, maybe even our daily lives?
Yeah.
Finding the substance in all the noise.
Yeah.
That's the challenge.
Okay, let's kick off with something huge. The sheer scale of ambition we're seeing in AI infrastructure. First up, Europe. They're not messing around. They're eyeing these multi-billion-euro gigawatt AI factories.
So what? Yeah.
We're talking massive computing power designed to seriously boost their tech muscle. It feels like a huge power play.
It is. And what's really fascinating here isn't just the idea, but the scale of the commitment. The EU is talking about allocating an astonishing 100 billion euros for 13 AI factories.
Wow, 100 billion.
Yeah, with an initial 20 billion just for these gigawatt facilities. They're calling it the largest public AI investment globally.
Okay.
The goal: boost Europe's computing capacity by 15%, and they're leveraging a strong base. I actually have like 30% more AI researchers than the US.
Interesting.
But, the flip side is the challenge. Each gigawatt factory needs at least 1 gigawatt of power. That means immense grid upgrades.
Right, you can't just plug it in.
Exactly. Plus, you need significant private investment to make these sustainable long-term. It really highlights that tension between, strategic ambition and the practical hurdles.
That's a huge undertaking. More than just data centers, it's like a national infrastructure project. But it's not just these mega factories. We're seeing others focusing on building AI from the ground up, especially for national capabilities, right?
Yeah, exactly. And that ties nicely into South Korea's Rebellions, Inc., partnering with Marvell. They're aiming to build what they call sovereign-grade AI infrastructure.
Sovereign grade. Okay, so next level, tailor-made AI for big government use. What does that really mean for a country?
Well, it means developing AI infrastructure that's scalable, energy efficient, and critically controlled by the nation itself.
Ah, control, okay.
This collaboration between Rebellions, a top Korean AI chip company, and Marvell is pivotal. It signals a move away from standard GPUs towards customized ASIC-based systems.
ASICs.
Application-specific integrated circuits. Basically, chips designed for one specific job, in this case, high-performance AI. It's driven by this growing idea that AI infrastructure is key to national competitiveness.
Right.
It lets countries in Asia-Pacific, the Middle East, build their own AI powerhouses, without depending entirely on outside tech or supply chains.
Makes total sense strategically. But all that AI power, it needs to move data, like, incredibly fast. Are companies tackling those bottlenecks?
Oh, absolutely. Which brings us to Teramount, an Israeli company. They just secured $50 million.
50 million, okay.
Yeah, to boost optical connectivity for AI.
Right.
Think of it like AI's brain is getting smarter, but the connections, its nervous system, can't keep up. That's the problem they're solving.
Gotcha. So making data zoom faster between chips. For all the AI and data center action, how critical is this?
It's really critical. This funding round, it's got big names behind it, like AMD Ventures, Samsung Catalyst Fund. That tells you something. It highlights a major bottleneck. As AI infrastructure just explodes, traditional data transfer methods are hitting a wall. Teramount's solution, Teraverse, it's a detachable, serviceable, optical fiber-to-chip connection.
Optical fiber right to the chip.
Exactly. Crucial for co-packaged optics, or CPO systems. CPO puts optical bits right next to the electronic chips. Much faster, much more efficient. So Teramount isn't just speeding things up. They're tackling a fundamental physical limit that could actually cap AI's potential. They're trying to become the industry standard for handling these massive AI data flows, removing the ultimate speed limit, basically.
Wow, that sounds like a really foundational piece of the puzzle. Okay, beyond the physical pipes, what about the software? Especially if companies want, flexibility with their AI setup.
Right, good question. That's where a company like Fluid Cloud comes in. They just secured $8.1 million.
Okay.
And they're using AI to essentially reverse engineer cloud environments. This tackles a huge pain point for businesses. Cloud vendor lock-in.
Ah, Vendor lock-in. Yeah, I hear about that a lot. So they let you move your tech easily between different clouds. Like, goodbye being stuck. That's a big promise.
It is a big promise.
Yeah.
Fluid Cloud's AI agents figure out how any computing environment is built and translate it into a standard infrastructure definition,
A standard definition. Okay.
which then lets you remap workloads to any cloud architecture. They say in seconds, not months.
Seconds, really.
That's the claim. It's not just about migration, though. It's about real multi-cloud agility. Businesses can negotiate better deals, recover faster from outages. It's a big shift towards infrastructure portability, making companies genuinely cloud agnostic.
Okay, let's shift gears a bit. Away from the foundations, let's look at how AI is actively changing specific industries, sometimes in ways you wouldn't immediately expect. So back in Europe, there's this Irish startup, Protex AI. They just got a significant investment from some big grocery retail players.
Right, the grocery connection is key here.
Yeah, they do AI-powered workplace safety, using existing CCTV to spot risky stuff.
And the real insight here is how AI is moving beyond, the flashy tech labs to solve these fundamental, maybe overlooked problems in sectors like grocery retail, logistics, places you might think are lower tech.
Yeah, definitely.
Protex AI's $36 million Series B, backed by W23 Global, that's the investment arm for big chains like Tesco. It's not just cash, it's strategic expertise. Their platform uses computer vision on CCTV that's already there to shift safety management from being reactive, after something happens.
Right, fixing it after the fact.
To being proactive. It detects unsafe incidents autonomously. They're already in over 20 countries, Fortune 500 clients like DHL. It shows AI becoming this sort of invisible layer of safety, changing how risk is managed everywhere, not just in Silicon Valley.
That's a great practical example. And speaking of practical, this next one is, well, literally down to earth. Canadian startup 4AG Robotics pulled in $29 million for autonomous mushroom harvesting.
Yep, robots picking mushrooms, 247. It sounds niche, but this funding, bringing their total over $57 million, it marks their shift. They're moving from just proving the tech works to actually manufacturing at scale.
Okay.
Their robots use AI, computer vision, precision grippers. They automate the whole thing. Picking, trimming, packaging.
Wow.
And it directly tackles a huge issue in the mushroom industry. Labor shortages. Labor could be like half the operational cost.
As well.
Yeah, they're promising a 3-year ROI. So it's a really clear case of AI automation solving real-world industry pain points, boosting efficiency, and supporting sustainable indoor farming globally.
Okay, from the farm to the road. AI tackling sustainability and logistics. Navoya just bagged $9.3 million for their AI-driven zero-emissions freight network.
Yeah, this one's interesting. The investment, led by lower carbon capital, it's aimed squarely at disrupting the huge, like $125 billion electric truck market.
That's a big market.
It is. Navoya's got this proprietary AI transportation management system, TMS. It optimizes everything, routing, load balancing, but crucially, also charging schedules and energy management for electric trucks.
Ah, the charging is key for electric.
Exactly. The really audacious goal is to make zero-emission freight cost competitive with diesel. They're already working with Fortune 500 companies in California and Texas, aiming to automate 90% of logistics processes. It just shows the growing demand for solutions that are both economical and green, and AI is the key to unlocking that.
Okay, sticking with industry. C-Vector got $1.5 million to scale their industrial AI, focusing on manufacturing and utilities.
Right. This pre-seed funding targets a critical area, bringing advanced AI into the often complex world of older industrial systems. But what's really unusual, and I think noteworthy, is the founders have explicitly pledged not to be acquired.
Really? That is unusual for a startup.
Yeah, they say it's about building long-term trust with clients in critical infrastructure, where reliability is everything and constant acquisitions can be disruptive.
Makes sense.
Their software acts like an industrial asset's brain and nervous system. It integrates financial tech, real-time energy prices to optimize how things run. It's about making physical infrastructure smarter, more efficient, more profitable using AI.
It's fascinating how AI is getting into these, traditionally less tech-heavy sectors.
Yeah.
Okay, let's switch back to the cutting edge of AI development itself. Research, security, how it affects jobs.
Core stuff.
So, new research from Metafair introduces DINO World. Sounds cool. It's a super efficient AI model that predicts future video frames. Basically learning physics by watching tons of videos.
Yeah, this paper is a potential breakthrough for video world models. DINO World works in the latent space. You can maybe think of that as the AI's own compressed abstract way of understanding visual stuff.
Okay, like its internal map.
Sort of, yeah. It's trained on the output of a pre-trained image encoder, DINO V2, and it learns to predict future frames from huge amounts of just raw, uncurated video.
Uncurated, so just random videos.
Pretty much. And what's crucial is the efficiency, they say, up to 7 times more resource efficient than older models. And by separating the initial video pre-training from later action-focused fine-tuning, it learns general world knowledge from all that unlabeled video.
Which means less need for expensive labeled data.
Exactly. Less need for humans to painstakingly label actions in videos. This kind of foundational research is critical for building safer, more capable AI, especially for things like robotics or simulations, moving AI from just reacting to actually planning ahead.
That does sound like a big leap in AI understanding reality, but okay, as AI gets smarter, we need to secure it, right?
Absolutely. Which leads us to PromFu. They just landed $18.4 million to build an AI security and evaluation platform.
Okay.
And this addresses a really critical emerging need, AI security. Especially as these systems get more autonomous, interact with outside tools, handle sensitive data.
So they're basically red teaming AI models,
Yeah.
trying to find holes before the bad guys do. Can you explain red teaming for AI?
Sure. Red teaming an AI model means you have a dedicated team actively trying to trick it or break it, simulating attacks to find vulnerabilities before malicious actors exploit them. We've seen glitches with chatbots and things. It highlights the urgency. PromFu provides an open-source framework for this kind of safety testing, red teaming, continuous monitoring. Finding issues like prompt injection or data leakage is crucial. Their big-picture view is an AI infrastructure pipeline, where every time a model changes, it's automatically checked and secured, making AI development much more robust, more trustworthy. It's like building AI bodyguards for your AI.
AI bodyguards, I like that. And still on security, CardinalOps launched Cardinal AI, a suite to manage security risks faster.
Yeah, CardinalOps, Cardinal AI, especially with their Wingman generative AI tool, it's trying to revolutionize how companies handle security exposures.
Yeah.
Moving away from just reacting and patching
The constant patching cycle, yeah.
towards proactive AI-assisted fixing. Security teams are drowning in data from all their different tools, right? It's fragmented.
Totally.
Cardinal AI connects these silos, finds the actionable insights, and recommends the best way to fix things. It uses LLMs, large language models, the tech behind ChatGPT, for things like binary mapping, detection engineering, automating reviews of the security stack. It basically empowers the human experts by taking away the tedious analysis, leading to faster, more confident risk reduction.
It sounds like AI isn't just creating new jobs, it's really changing existing ones. And speaking of jobs, here's a surprising one from a Lightcast report. AI is involved in some tech job cuts, sure, but it's actually boosting salaries elsewhere by quite a bit.
This report is really crucial for understanding AI's labor market impact. Yes, AI contributes to tech layoffs, maybe up to 80,000 jobs impacted.
Okay.
But at the same time, it's creating significant opportunities elsewhere. Non-tech jobs that require AI skills. They're seeing a remarkable 28% salary premium. That averages out to nearly $18,000 a year more.
$18,000. Wow.
And if you have 2 or more AI skills, it jumps to a 43% premium.
43%.
Yeah. And it's not just STEM fields. Generative AI job postings in non-tech areas, marketing, education, HR, manufacturing, soared 800% since 2022.
800%.
It really underlines the value of hybrid skills. You know, combining human judgment with AI proficiency. And it highlights the cost of complacency for businesses that don't start embedding AI literacy everywhere.
That's a powerful message for anyone thinking about their career. Okay, finally, let's touch on how generative AI is popping up in everyday consumer tech.
Right, where we might see it directly.
Yep. They just launched this wild new feature, AI-stitched videos. It automatically turns user photos, videos, reviews into short clips for businesses, mainly restaurants.
This is a prime example of Gen AI hitting the consumer experience directly. Yelp's using OpenAI for scripts, 11 Labs for the voiceovers, Amazon Transcribe for captions.
Wow, whole stack.
Yeah, all to auto-generate these dynamic video summaries from content users have already uploaded. Now, it definitely helps with discovery, makes things more engaging, but it also raises big questions about content control, user privacy. Users can't opt out of their content being used this way, and businesses can't preview the videos before they go live.
Oh, okay. That could be tricky.
Yeah. Yelp says they'll do audits, but their goal is maximum video generation. It's part of their bigger strategy to shift from static reviews to more dynamic content, making local business discovery faster.
Okay, wow, that was definitely a whirlwind tour
through just some of the AI developments shaping things right now, massive factories, sovereign chips, AI and workplace safety, green logistics, even how we find dinner.
It really illustrates that AI isn't just a tech sector thing anymore, is it? It's permeating everything. Agriculture, cybersecurity, defense, the very infrastructure of data.
Yeah.
The clear trend is AI moving from being this standalone technology to becoming an embedded, intelligent layer across almost every sector, optimizing, automating, creating new value.
Absolutely. So as AI keeps embedding itself everywhere, what stands out to you from this deep dive? How might these innovations impact your daily life or maybe a field you're really passionate about? Something to think about. That's all for this deep dive. Thanks so much for listening, and we'll see you next time.